All right. Is it recording? Yes, it is. All right. We're going to get started here, everybody. My name is Lisa Giamolva, and I am going to be your presenter today. And I like to talk about comp. I'm a numbers person. I'm a money person. And I put this training together. So don't kill me if it's not beautiful. I'm not a PowerPoint person, but I'll get the point across, I'm sure. So I'm going to really kind of get into the compensation training. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the basics. And then what I want to do is I want to transition into the back office and put this to numbers. Is that okay? Because I know a lot of people get confused about dual team and the money and the spillover and where to look for all that. They get confused about check matching. They get confused about fast start bonuses. It's a very, very simple compensation plan. I'm going to go through it, and then I'm going to take you into not my back office, but somebody's back office to basically go through each bonus. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, in your back office, by the way, there's an amazing training right now that you can get on the compensation plan. I'm going to show you that when we get to that piece. So let's get started. Step one, become a member. Okay, in order to earn commissions, you have to sign an electronic member contract. So basically that just means that someone's joining as a customer referral program. You guys all know there's two things you can join now. You can either become just a customer or you can become a customer referral program. Okay, there's just two boxes to check. I always just tell everybody, check the customer referral program. They're both free. So, you know, you might as well just be set up to earn commissions if you refer someone, right? Pretty common sense stuff. Now, I do want to regress. This is a new situation that basically started about, I guess, a month ago. So anybody that did not sign someone up before they put this into play is actually in the back office as a customer. And you as leaders, what I want you to do is I'd love you to sweep back, and I'll show you where to do this. I want you to sweep back on all your personally sponsored distributors, because what they need to do is they need to sign into their back office and they have to manually join in order to become a member, okay, where they can earn commissions. If they don't do this, they can't earn commissions. So any questions as I'm going through this, please write them down, and then I'm going to open this up at the end, okay? Number two, I already talked about this. You have two choices. You can either enroll as a customer referral program or you can enroll as a customer, okay? Pretty simple. Now, this piece right here, I think people sometimes get confused about. I get a lot of questions on this. In order to be active in our compensation plan and to earn, okay, after you become a member, you don't need to be on an auto ship and have a delivery of products sent to you every month. The only thing the company requires you to do in order to earn your commissions, okay, is to be active, okay? And you have 30 days in which to do that, by the way. And being active is just being responsible for selling 30 SV. Now, SV stands for sales volume, by the way. And the easiest way to do that is if you sign somebody up and they buy whatever package they buy. It could be a single, it could be a family, it could be a premium. They always want to go back in and you want to sell them the benefits on the loyalty program. And if they go back in and they sign up on the loyalty program, they're going to be on $59 a month. Okay, we're not going to talk about the benefits of that right now, but $59 a month translates to 30 SV. Then you got that done. Otherwise, you really stand the risk, you guys, of becoming inactive. Because let's say 1 month goes by where you don't do at least 30 SV per month. commissions will not be paid out, and your loyalty box will flush, which we're going to talk about. So this is really important to really just get this locked in, okay? So that's the first thing. Be active. Every 30 days, you have to personally sell 30 SV to stay active. Understood? Okay, so now let's talk about step 2. After you become a member, first thing you want to do to activate the dual team is sponsor someone on your right leg and sponsor someone on your left leg. So by the way, in my little crude drawings here, I put right, left. Now, a lot of people ask me, what leg is it going to go to first? Everybody shares a leg with somebody, because if you got involved, somebody sponsored you, and you're either down their right leg or you're either down their left leg. What that is called, it's called a common leg. Okay, so I'm going to draw something right here. If the person that brought me in, and I'll just make the name right here is Jeremy, and he sponsored me on the right side, this is called the common leg. And just for a little education, you guys, the first person you bring in, your strategy means where do you place your people, is set to go to the right. It's always set to go to the common leg. Does that make sense? And then the next person you bring in is going to go left. And then the next person you bring is going to go right. So having said that, please don't touch your strategy. It's really important when I go through this training that everybody understand how to create their structure. And if you just follow the program, you're going to set yourself up for long-term success, not short-term success. Never chase the dollar, chase the wealth, chase the structure. That's what we did when we put together our business plan in our first 30 days, which I'll talk about. Okay. Step 3 is get the structure done. Okay, we're going to talk about that. If you bring in, PR stands for personal recruit. If you bring in personal recruit 1 and you bring in personal recruit 2, and this should always be done either instantaneously or within 48 hours, because we always say these are phone calls. This is family. This is your best friend. This is your mom. We always tell you, we put our 2 girls, Jessie and Jenna. So when you put these 2 people in, what you immediately want to do with everybody is help them do the same thing within 48 hours. Help them get somebody on the left leg and the right leg. Help this person get someone on the left leg and the right leg. So what this does is it just completes step 1, step 2, step 3. Very simple. Done. Your structure is complete. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps are done. Now, I want to also emphasize that doesn't mean you're done. Okay? You're going to keep bringing people in. You never, ever stop recruiting. So if I brought in, as an example, Jessie and Jenna, and I help them to get their 2, I'm going to keep bringing in people. 1, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8. When we went president in our first pay cycle, we sponsored 40 people. 40 people, 20 on our right and 20 on our left. That set up our structure to go president. Now, what we're going to teach is, 10 on your right, 10 on your left. If you want to go fast, minimally 5 on your right, 5 on your left. So you just want to keep your blinders on. Your job is just to keep bringing in people and put them in the structure. All right? So just keep going. So now I'm going to go over all the different ways you make money. Okay, we're going to go through this. I'm going to go through fast start bonuses. I'm going to go through team commissions. It's called team volume commissions to be exact. I'm going to go through check matching bonuses. I'm going to go through your 1% money box, your car bonus. Now I'm going to leave out this VIP trip around the world and luxury jewelry bonuses and millionaire. This is all really fun stuff. but I really want to dive into the stuff that's very relevant to everybody that's on this call, if that's okay. All right? So let's talk about Fast Start Bonus first. Fast Start Bonus, first of all, you cannot receive unless you sign an electronic member contract. So you have to go into whoever got you on, whoever introduced you, everybody has a website. It's their username .worldgn.com. And by the way, keep it simple. Fran, you and I are going to have a little giggle about this. I mean, what the heck? Don't make it difficult for your people to sign up. I was getting on someone's website to go check out their back office. I had to ask the person like 10 times to repeat the username. I was like, are you kidding me? As soon as we fix the problem, we need to change the username. So just remember, keep it tight. That means less is best, and simple. Remember, people are typing this into their browser, okay? Ours is Jeff and Lisa. You can't get easier than that. So this is what you need to do. Sign an electronic contract. First thing is start earning Fast Start bonuses. So what are Fast Start bonuses? Fast Start bonuses are pretty standard. When someone goes to your website and they buy anything, you're going to make a 10% commission. So as an example, if someone buys a premium pack for $19.99, you're going to earn $200. And by the way, never, ever not present the loyalty. Sell the loyalty when someone's signing up. Sell the loyalty that they have to do it in 2 steps. Because what we're finding is, and this is really important for you guys all to hear as leaders, some of you go, you're so excited, you got a premium pack. You didn't really talk about the loyalty because you think, oh, it's an extra $59. The chances of people going back in and signing up for loyalty just dropped by 30% because you didn't get them to do it when they signed up. If they do it when they sign up, they'll never get off it because it has so much value. And by the way, it's $59 a month. It's like a light bill. Well, for some people, maybe a cable bill, not a light bill. So $59 a month, you're going to make a $6 Fast Start bonus. And by the way, that's not one time. That's every single month. So remember going back to when we got involved, we signed up 40 people. If all 40 people got on loyalty, that's 6 times 40 in Fast Start bonuses every month. Sign someone up on a family pack, that's $135 Fast Start bonus, and that's $6 in loyalty. And if someone signs up on a personal bundle, that's $35 and an extra $6 in loyalty. Now remember, it's got to be a separate step. By the way, this is kind of an attorney general thing. They need to actually go to their store twice. Once to buy the premium. They go to the website to buy the premium. When they buy the premium, they actually have to create an account. Everybody understands? When they create an account, now they can sign into their back office, click on the store, and then underneath the store, you're going to see bundles, product, membership. They click on membership and they buy the loyalty. Now as leaders, again, it's really important, check to make sure this is done. One of the things I learned early on from one of my mentors, we've had some really good ones, is inspect what you expect. So I give people instructions, but I always circle back to make sure it's done. Okay? Because that's how you learn. That's how people learn. Sometimes they forget and you got to circle back and say, okay, you forgot your loyalty. Let's go in and get that done. Okay. So now we got to build the right foundation. Okay. I want everybody to get their 10 people as fast as possible. 5 on the left, 5 on the right. And by the way, don't make your minimums your maximums. I'm not saying just get 10. I'm saying get 10 fast and keep going. Sometimes it's kind of like the lid. You're given instructions and you don't go past what people tell you to do. Blow the lid wide open. Get as many people as you can. But we're telling everybody minimally 10 to build a solid foundation. So remember, when you're bringing people into this structure, they're just going to alternate back and forth. Left, right, left, right, left, right. That's what they do until you have 5 on each side. And for those people that want to really build a really solid foundation, 20 on each side. Now, as you can see, look at in Fast Start bonuses. You're going to make $1,350 just doing that. And I didn't even put the $6 in there. I should have done that. So 135 bucks times 5 people on the left, and 135 bucks, 5 people on the right. That's $1,350. You add in the $6 times 12. What is that, Jeff? 72 bucks extra. All right? Okay. All right. So now let's talk about how to maximize the second commission. It's called team volume commission. The way to maximize the second commission, okay, is you got to become what's called a team builder. Now, if you're bringing people in, you're going to naturally maximize, but I want to be very specific on what you need to do to maximize. When you bring someone in, one's going to go to the left, one's going to go to the right. If they just buy one helo, that's called a personal bundle. The SV that lives in the binary that we get paid on, because now we're talking about a different bonus, you guys. We're talking about number 2, is $100. Every single purchase has a sales volume attached to it. Thank you, baby. I'll fix that later. It's 120. 120, 120. If that happens, you're only going to make 10% in the binary, which we'll explain in a minute. If you want to maximize it, you want to do a family bundle on your right and a family bundle on your left. That'll lock in your 20%. Boom, immediately. So again, we always talk about what we did. We brought in our 2 girls, one right, one left. They each bought, we couldn't buy premiums back when we started. We bought 3 family packs. All right, so that's how you maximize. Very simple. By the way, of course, this is common sense. You cannot earn any commission in the binary unless you get your 2. New rule. I want you guys to understand this. This started a couple weeks ago. In order to become active, remember the active qualification, you have to have somebody that you sponsor that gets on loyalty. So let's say this guy right here, and this is, again, this is more advanced training, but this is what you all need to hear. Let's say you didn't bring this guy in and you were going slow and you just brought this guy in. And let's say this guy got on loyalty, right? Well, that would be 530 SV. And this 30 SV would be every month because they'd be paying the loyalty every month. Well, if the sponsor above you is a crazy person and they continue to do what they're supposed to do, but you just stopped for whatever reason, and they kept bringing in people. There's person, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. Because remember, they're sponsoring right and left. This right here is falling down underneath you. It's called spillover. Your left leg is going to start to accumulate points. And I'm going to show you the back office so you can see what I'm talking about. The new rule is, unless you get, let's say there's in 10 pay cycles, let's say there's 5,000 points. These points are just going to keep accumulating as people get dropped down that left leg, right? As soon as 10 pay cycles hits, the new rule is there will be no more volume accumulated until you get someone on this side. So this volume won't continue to go up anymore. The spillover that continues to grow will be stuck at this mark forever, and it doesn't matter if this sponsor continues to build and there's 1,000,000 points. This leg will only accumulate 5,000 points until you sponsor someone on the other side. Once that happens, check. Now you've done what you're supposed to do. The volume will start to accumulate again. Okay, that's a new rule that went into place. All right. Some of this stuff, if it's too much, that's okay. Just take in what you can. Okay, so just to recap, if you want to be what's called a team builder partner, you got one on the right, one on the left, who did 100 and 100, 1, you're at 10%. If you got one on the right, one on the left that bought a family pack, you're at 20%. And what's so cool about this compensation plan is you only have to do it once. That's it, one time. Okay, so let's talk about team commissions, team volume commissions. Now remember I talked about how everything translates into points? So I want you guys to understand what lives in this binary and how lucrative it gets. When someone purchases on the right leg or the left leg a premium pack, 750 points lives in the binary. If they get the loyalty, which everybody should, that would be an extra 30 points every single month. Someone buys the family pack, that's 500 points, 500 sales volumes, I call them points, SV. And if they get the loyalty, that's an extra 30 points, so it would be 530 points. If someone gets the personal bundle, 349, oopsie, that should say 120 points, plus 59, okay? So let me give you some examples of what sometimes happens. Sometimes people don't always just get one family. There's obviously a lot of different ways to skin this cat. If you bring in one person who gets the family and the first person you bring in on the other side just buys a personal bundle, how many more personal bundles are you going to need to hit 20%? Well, you're going to need 5, right? 120 times 5 in order to go over that $500 mark of 500 on each side. Or you could get one personal and then the next person you can bring in can get a family. But the point I want to make is you're not at 20% until you do at least 500 on both sides. So let's look at recruiting 5 people on the left and 5 people on the right. When you do this, first of all, you're going to be what's called a team builder executive because you did at least 500 on both sides. But look at what you earn. And this is what I want people to understand about a binary. Just on your personal recruits, every time you bring someone in, left, right, left, right, left, right, it's going to produce 550 sales volume. This should say 530. I'm sorry, it says 550. Times 20%. So 110 points lives on the lesser leg. 110, no, it's 110 points. Wait, 20% of 550, $110, excuse me. That's what you're making at 20%. Now remember, in a binary, you get paid on what matches. So if you did that on the right and you did this on the left, the left being the lesser leg, either one could be the lesser leg. 110 times 5 would be $550 in team volume commissions. Does that make sense? So let's add it up. You got 5 right, 5 left. That would be 135 fast start on the left side times 5, 135 fast start on the right side, plus $550 in team volume commissions. Just bringing in your 5 right, 5 left, you made $1,900. $1,900. And we're telling people to get this done in a week, right? Some people are getting this done in less than a week. But this is what you really need to do, you guys, to set up your structure correctly. All right, now I'm going to take it a step further. Remember how I showed you in a previous example, get 5 on your right, 5 on your left, and just help everybody get their 2? If you had all of these people, 5 and 5, all just get 2. What's 550 times 2? You just created $1,100 on your right side and left side 5 times. Now remember, a binary, that would equal this right here. I want you guys to understand this. This right here, you don't get paid 20% here and 20% here. You get paid 20% on what matches. So this would be $5,500 on the right, right? And $5,500 on the left. So 20% of $5,500 is $1,100. So now you're starting to duplicate. Okay, this again is why the binary gets so lucrative, because you're not just paid on what you bring in. Sometimes people get confused. You're paid on everything that happens on that left side from that point forward. And you're paid on everything that happens on the right side. Okay, so let's go over spillover. I'm going to give you guys an example of some of the stuff that happens in a binary. So remember, you brought in 5 on your right, 5 on your left, and what are they doing? They each got their 2. And now everybody's building their right and their left leg. And you've got these 2 legs that are growing. Okay, so this leg is growing and this leg is growing. I'm going to put a line down the middle. This is your right leg, this is your left leg. And I want you guys to visualize. It's kind of like the roots of a tree. It's like an upside down tree. Everybody's getting their right and left. Everybody, not just you, is building 2 legs. And every time they put on a new person who buys a bundle, and every time they put on a new person that gets on loyalty, it's creating volume. Okay? And the volume starts on Tuesday. This is pay cycles. And it ends the following Tuesday, usually at 8 in the morning, Pacific time. And normally, they're weekly pay cycles. So what's happening is during this weekly pay cycle, everybody's adding people and everybody's following the plan I just showed you, and they're building their business. Well, let's say at the end of the weekly pay cycle, this whole right leg adds up to 9,000 points. And the whole left leg adds up to 5,000 points. In this structure, what matches? 5,000 matches with 5,000. You would make 20% on the 5,000, which would be what? $1,000. Okay? So obviously you could see what just happened. 20% of 5,000 is $1,000. Now what's really cool is sometimes people say, well, what happened to the other 4 that didn't match? When the volume cycle clicks over, you're going to start off the week with $4,000 on your left leg. So again, now it's Tuesday morning. Everybody's still blowing and going. They start adding people. They start adding people. They start adding people. Now in this scenario, if you have 4,000 people after you build your structure, don't be looking at this until you build your structure. After you build your structure, I'm going to show you what you need to do. The week starts and you add a new person. Where would you put them? You'd put them here. Because you always want to feed the lesser leg. The lesser leg, whatever leg it is called the pay leg. And if I were feeding this way, that would be kind of silly, right? I'm feeding the leg that's bigger. I get paid on what matches. Does that make sense? So again, I want to reemphasize this. After you build your structure, always go to the leg that needs bolstering, that needs help. Okay? Clear my drawings, my little mousey. Whoopsie. Okay. So what happens is, and this is what's really cool about a binary. Again, if this is you, and you bring in your third recruit, this is called spillover. John is very happy because you just dropped someone down his left leg. And anything that this person does, personal recruit number 3 does, if they buy a premium pack, that's 750 points. When they get on loyalty, that's another 30 points. That's 780 SV is going to be on John's left leg. He's happy. But I want to really emphasize, this is still your first generation. This person here is still front line to you. You're just dropping that person down because it has to go to the next spot. We have thousands of people down our right leg, and we have thousands of people down our left leg. When we sponsor someone down our left leg, it's not going to be sliced in at the top. It's going to go all the way down to the bottom. And everybody on that left leg is going to benefit from those 780 points that are on the left side. But even though that person is down 3,000 people on my left leg, it's still first generation to me, which I want you to remember because we're going to talk about that next. All right. So let's talk about how big this can get. I really love this slide because I think it kind of, it really illustrates what kind of money can be earned in a dual team. Okay, let's break this down to packages. Okay, in team volume commissions and the power of duplication, what that can mean. Now, I want you guys to think about your lesser leg because that's where your 20% is earned. So remember, if you got 10 family packs on your lesser leg, 10 times 500, and I'm just making the math simple, without loyalty is 5,000. 20% of 5,000 is $1,000 a week. So if you're doing this in your lesser leg, and remember, it's a team effort, the power of duplication. You got 10 family packs flowing every week in your lesser leg. That's $4,000 a month just in dual team. When you hit diamond, that's why we always talk about diamond, 19 family packs in your lesser leg. That's 10,000 points. That's $2,000 a week. That's $8,000 a month in earnings. Because remember, this is weekly. Double diamond, 37 family packs. That's $4,000 a week. We're talking some serious money, you guys. Grand Diamond, 55 family packs in the lesser leg, 30,000 points, because remember, you got to match it. 30 on the right, 30 on the left. $6,000 in weekly income. President, 10,000 a week. Double president, we were very happy last pay cycle, 20,000 a week. I'm stopping here. You guys think about the money that's being earned in this binary. In our lesser leg, we had the equivalent of 102 family packs and did 100,000 points in our lesser leg. And just in the dual team, 20,000 in a week. Grand president, 30,000. You guys get the picture. Look at what Chanita and Nat are doing every week or more. 1,800 family packs, 1 million points, 200,000 a week. And by the way, that's the cap. That's the most you can make in the binary. And then you have a second business and a third business you could start building. So this is the dual team, you guys. This is the power. And I want to emphasize that, because when you see these, when you see this, remember, this is not just you. This is your whole left side. This is your team. So why is it so important to bring in a lot of people? When Jeff and I sponsored 20 on the right, 20 on the left, then we got to president. Was it easier for Jeff and I with 20 people to have 91 family packs on our lesser leg? Yes, because all everybody needed to do was get, what, 3 people? So that's why you want to keep bringing people in, because the numbers are the numbers. Some will do nothing, some will do a little bit, and some will do a lot. And Jeff's trained on that a lot. So this is kind of what you want to keep your eye on the ball. Print this out. Take a picture of this. Just keep adding people. I'm just all about not worrying about anything but doing the work. I like just to do the work, and I know that the money will come. And that's what's happened to us. Every time we rank advance, the money just comes because we keep doing the work. I'm just being very transparent here. Add people, work with people. Add people, work with people. That's it. All right, but look at the power of the loyalty. Remember, I told you that when you get somebody on loyalty, your job is not done to sign somebody up. Your job is done when you help them get to team builder, then team executive builder, which is team developer, helping them get 5 on the right, 5 on the left, right? We're talking about what we teach people how to do and getting them on loyalty. Okay, because look at what happens. If you have 100 people on your lesser leg that are on loyalty, the retention here, they're saying, and I've heard, is in this company averaging 78%. So I'm going to round it off to 75. That means that out of every 100 people on your lesser leg that get in and buy a personal, family, or premium are getting on loyalty. That would mean 75 people out of 100 got on loyalty. The SV on that is 30 SV. So 20% of 30 SV is $6. $6 times 75 people is $450 in residual income every month. Now that means that everybody can stop selling Helos, stop selling Biozen, just stop, and you have $450 coming in every single month. And we know that's not going to happen with 100 people. Look at what happens when you start to really build this base. We're right between 1,000 and 5,000 people. Look at this. Remember the numbers. If 75% of the people, let's just use the number 1,000, they all get on loyalty. That's 750 people at $6 a pop. That's $4,500 in residual income. And remember, nobody gets off loyalty. It's $59 a month. It's like a cable bill. And again, there's so much value. People get on it and they understand the value. This is the other statistic. Nobody gets off. Very, very few people stop loyalty because it has so much value, and it's not something that you even notice from a financial standpoint. It just comes out of your account. You don't even notice it. All right? But look at if you had 20,000 people on your lesser leg. Do you realize that's $120,000 residual income if 75% of the people got on loyalty? So that, again, you just keep bringing people in, get them on loyalty. Teach the principles that we're talking about here. Now let's talk about matching check. This is the third way you make money. There's fast start. Second way you make money is team volume commissions. And the third way you make money is matching bonuses. And you can earn up to 10%. But first of all, I want to emphasize this. I was talking to someone the other day, and he knows who he is. And he's been in for a while. And he's got a huge group. And he's never made matching bonuses. And I said, well, let's look at your back office. It's because he's never put this structure in place. Now, that's because he chased the check instead of the structure. Not being mean. But if you get someone on the right and someone on the left, and let's say this lake starts to get bigger, sometimes people want to chase the check. So what they'll do is they'll get one on the right, one on the left here, and then they'll start bringing in all their people on this side. I'm just going to say lots of people. Because this side got bigger because you had some spillover from your upline. So you just decided to go this way. And because you brought in a family here, and you brought in a family here, you thought you were good. Because you were at 20% in the binary. And yes, you're good. You're making a lot of money in the binary. But because you didn't sponsor someone on the right and someone on the left, you never got this bonus. Because you never got the team developer. Got to watch this, guys. Very important. That's why it's important to really focus on the structure. This is going to be a lot of money you lost, and not the money. Don't chase the check, chase the structure. Because look what you make in check matching. It's harder to see, but let me show you. Can you guys see this? When you do, and you get to team developer, $100 in your pay leg, you're going to make 10% on all your frontline distributors. So this means that everybody you personally sponsor, whatever they earn in the dual team, which is, I just went over, it's a lot of money. You're making 10% of their check. When you get to gold, and you can't get to gold unless you're a team developer, that's when you do 2,000 points in your lesser leg. Now you're getting 10 on your first level and 5 on your second. That just means that all the people you personally sponsor, all the people that they personally sponsor is your second level. And whatever they earn in the binary, you're making 5% of their check. So let's just go up to diamond. Now you get 3 levels. When you hit president, you get 4 levels. When we hit double president, our check matching doubled. Doubled. Let me say that again, doubled. Because we got another level. On all these people down here, I didn't realize how many people were making a lot of money on our 5th generation. We got 5% of their check. So remember the concept. If 5 people on your first level get 5 people, what is that, 325, Jeff? Uh-oh, I can't add. 625 would be on your third level. 3125 would be on your fourth level. Okay. Everybody started off with 5, and we know it's not perfect. Your second level would have 125 people. What was that? Uh-oh. 5 get 5 is 525? Uh-oh. What's the third level? What's the fourth level? Thank you. And this level's 31. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just go to my point. On our 5th level, if everybody just got 5, could you imagine 3,100 people, what they're earning in the binary? What they're earning in the binary, we got to earn 5% of their check. That's why it doubled. Okay, enough of that. So that's why check matching is so important, but you can't get check matching until you get to team developer. Okay, so I already talked about this. You know, if this is you and you bring in personal recruit 1 and personal recruit 2, when you bring in personal recruit 3, remember, he's still on your first generation in check matching. Even though he's thousands of people down, he's still front line to you in check matching. So I want you guys to get the concept. If you brought in 10 people personally, and by the way, spillover doesn't count. So let me go back here. I need you guys to make sure you understand this too. This guy, John, does not earn on this person in check matching. That's called spillover. He's going to earn on him in the dual team, but he's not going to earn on him in check matching. This guy down here is going to earn on him in check matching. Capiche? All right, let's go back. So over here, help 10 people that you personally sponsor get to $1,000 a month in the binary. What's 10% of $1,000? $100 each. That's $1,000 extra. If you're helping them do that per week, 1,000 per week extra, that's $4,000 extra per month. What if this took you a month to do? What if it took you a year to do? Come on, you guys. So anyway, this is matching check. It's crazy money. And by the way, there's no limit on this. I want to repeat that. There's no limit on this, which means that you could sponsor 100 people who all earn $1,000 a month. You guys understand? And you get to earn down 10 levels. Remember, as you climb the ranks, you get to earn a percentage on these other levels. Okay. What was that? Yes. Yes, yes. Team Builder Exec, if you go in your back office, is the same as Team Builder, Team Developer. All right. So now let's scoot over to a back office. I'm going to show you guys some examples of how to look at your back office and how to really understand what's going on. So let me get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? Oh, here you go. End show. End this. Save it. Oopsie. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, screen share stops. Okay, okay. I'm going to screen share real quick something else. So everybody hang tight. I'm going to go into, can you see my screen? Yes. Okay, now I'm going into a back office. I want you guys to follow along. Okay, So first things first, when you sign into the back office, there's the home tab, the business tab, the my orders tab, my product tab, accounting tab, and profile tab. First things first is I'm going to hit on strategy. When you get started, your strategy is set to go auto. It's going to go to the common lake first, and it's going to go alternating back and forth. Does everybody understand that? After you set your structure, work with your sponsor. When one lake starts to get bigger than the other, you click here, and this person needs to go left, and you update. This is how you change your strategy in your back office. Now, some people say, Lisa, how do I know if I'm a team developer? This next button will tell you. If it doesn't say congratulations, you've hit the qualification of team developer, which is team builder executive, you cannot unlock check matching bonuses and climb the ranks. This is where you see if you're team developer. Now, this particular person doesn't have anybody front line to him that's team developer. But if you want to see who front line to you is team developer, it'll tell you right here. Okay? Dual team. Actually, let me go back. All right, I'll show you dual team first. Okay, dual team. Remember, dual team commissions is the second way you make money. When you scroll down, you are going to see some boxes. Okay, let me just get rid of this. I got to move this so I could see. I got to minimize this. Okay, so what does this story tell me? This tells me that this week just started for this person, and they have a right leg that got carried forward of 24,000 points, 24,315 to be exact. Carry forward means the previous week, that's the points that did not match. Now, SV is what's the story this week. This person has 120 SV on the left and 60 SV on the right. So the way you look at how you get paid, because this person hit team developer and he's at 20%, is if the week ended right now, 120 is what you're going to get paid on. 20% of 120 is $24. And what will happen is the 120 will subtract from the 24,375, and 24,255 will carry forward into the next week. So in other words, whatever matches, you get paid on. What doesn't match right here carries forward into the previous week. So that's the first thing I look at when I'm working with somebody. What's going on, right? Second thing I look at, if you scroll down here, this is going to tell you what's been bought, by the way, in this pay cycle. So far, there's been $120. I know this was someone who bought a single pack, a personal pack on his left side. And there's two people where their loyalty hit on the right side. Now I'm going to talk to you leaders. What is this telling me? This is where this is where a lot of volume, you guys, can be created. Especially when you have smaller organizations. This person needs to get on loyalty. 120 is the personal pack. If this person had got in and bought a loyalty program, that would be 150. So I'm showing you guys how to look at your organization and see what's going on. The other thing I want you guys to look at and start really being aware of is if there's a cancellation. Let's say the week ends And this says, I'm just going to say Joe. And let's say there's a lot of people on the right leg, but I'm just using this as an example. And I see over here 550 points. Okay, negative. This is where you can see where your cancels are under the daily SV list. I would immediately look at that username and I would go right up here. I'm gonna show you what I do. You guys have gotten calls from me before because I figure out who that belongs to. So let me show you what I'll do. Scroll up here, click on Browse. Now, first of all, in order to see these little men, you need to be on Google Chrome. And if you're not on Google Chrome, sometimes you've got to install a flash driver. But what does this tell me in Google Chrome? It shows me a visualizing the dual team. If I put my cursor over this person here, what does it tell me? It tells me, see this bottom gray bar? It tells me Trevor Davis is a customer. He was sponsored by Joe Baratti, and this is all usernames. And there's 0 sales volume in this cycle. Okay, it doesn't mean he's not active. It just means there's no sales. Actually, he can't be active because he's not a member. The other thing you look at is this person. See how it says customer? It's at the bottom. Okay, so let's look at the bottom. Trevor. Okay, it says customer. I want you guys to look where I'm drawing. So if I put my cursor over Trevor, it says Trevor, customer, no sales volume in this cycle, and who the sponsor is. You could see a lot about what's going on, right? But if I go up here, and I want to search a username, I just go like this. And let's say I put in, let's say I want to search someone and see what happened. And I'm not sure, I mean, this person didn't cancel, but let's say I put in, and I know this person's down under there. I put in the username because I saw the username below. All I got to do is put it in there and click enter. And what will happen is it's going to go down the organization to this person. And let's say that happened to be a cancel. And it's not. It would say right here, negative 550 points. First thing I look at is, who's the sponsor? Now I know all my leaders' usernames. I know everybody's username. I just kind of know everybody who's building what their username is. It's not a bad idea to get familiar with the usernames of the people you're working with. I'll immediately call My Hilo site and say, what's up with My Hilo family? What's going on? You know, this is how you just kind of keep a pulse on your organization. You know, this might even be a mistake. I don't know, but you got to make sure you're tracking this stuff and you see what's happening, right? A little bit more than you need to know, but I'm just kind of going through some stuff. A lot of people want me to do that, but this is where you browse your organization. Right here, see up here, daily TVC. Now I'm going to go down here again. If you want to see who are your top producers, you could click right team stat, left team stat. If I click right team stat, This is going to tell me what is going on and who's doing what. So remember, there's 24,000 points over here, right? And it's just going to show me, you know, out of the people on my right leg, who's got the most volume. Now, why is this important for you leaders out there? Because when we're closing out a pay cycle, if I click on this, I can see how close Sheila Harrison was to getting to president. I could see how close Dan Mays was to getting to Grand Diamond. I could see how close Danielle was to getting to, and this isn't my back office, so this won't apply here. I could see how close people are to getting to their ranks. If you're working with your team, you want to see what the people's personal sales volume is. And by the way, this is their pay leg volume. And what does pay leg mean? That means what they're going to get promoted to, what their rank is. So I always look at that because I want to see, if I scroll up here, I want to see who's doing what on my right team. I want to see who's doing what on my left team. Over here, if you click on history, it's going to show me every week what's going on. Here's pay cycle 208, the one that just ended. This particular person didn't do anything on their left side. But guess what happened on their right side? There was 385 points. There was $23,000 in carryover. And a total of 24,000 went into the next pay cycle. The reason all this volume is carrying forward is because they're active and they have at least 30 SV per month. Okay, yeah, they got to get to work. I'm pulling this person up because they're kind of inactive. I don't want to, I just want to show you guys stuff. Look at, you can see the dates on the pay cycle. Click right here. This pay cycle was from August 23rd to August 29th. This was a weekly pay cycle. This pay cycle was August 9th to August 22nd. Actually, this was a 2-week cycle. No, that's a week. So you could see the different pay cycles. If they're a week, if they're 2 weeks. Usually they're just a week, and once in a while they'll give us a 2-week pay cycle. Okay? So that's the dual team. Now I want to show you guys something here. Fast start bonuses. If something says in payment, it's during the current pay cycle. Remember I told you that you're going to earn a fast start bonus on anybody that you personally sponsor that's on loyalty every month. That's why this person has a $6 fast start bonus. Let's see, last pay cycle, what did he earn? In pay cycle 207, this person was personally sponsored, so he made $35, and he had 3 people in the last pay cycle where their loyalty hit. So 35 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, this is what he earned in fast start bonuses in the last pay cycle. See that? Now all you got to do to continue to go back and see all of it is just click right here and you can see all of them. See how I'm clicking back? Just click back. And you could see what pay cycle and what you earned. This is fast start bonuses. Now let's talk about check matching. You want to see what's going on in check matching? Okay. Now, in check matching, this particular person has sponsored 20 people. Not bad. But that was early on. They got to get busy again, right? So personally on their first level, they sponsored 20 people personally, right? So if I go back to, and then these people sponsored people. They got 41 people on their second level. And then these people sponsored people. And then these people sponsored people. But if this person is not qualifying at least at the silver level, he's not making check matching on this level, is he? How do you get paid on the second level? Know what your ranks are. To get check matching on 2 levels, you need to be a gold. So here, I'm going to draw it out. You need 100 SV to get check matching on your first level. I'm going to write SV personal, pay leg to get check matching. On this level, you need 2,000 to earn check matching on these people. So this is the gig, you guys. You know what? If this person's just hitting $100 in his pay leg, the company's not going to unleash all this other money to them because they haven't contributed to the compensation plan. There's a formula. To get these deeper levels, you've got to do more SV in your pay leg. Pay leg is you guys. Pay leg means that's your job, right? That means that you are responsible. In order to make more money, you got to do more volume. What was that, baby? Okay, mindful of the time. What time is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, Diamond, if you're doing 10,000 in your pay leg, you're going to get to earn 3 levels deep. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys one more thing and then we're going to finish up. If you want to see what's going on with your people, all you got to do is click here. It's going to open up your frontline people. You could see there's 2 pages worth, page 1, page 2. First thing you want to do, everybody on this call, if you have anybody that's a customer and they're not supposed to be a customer, you need to call them and make sure they go back in and they join, because they might have signed up before this customer program started, and they're not going to be able to earn commissions until they become a member. And all they've got to do is sign into their back office and they have to join. But let me show you what I mean. You could see their email. Obviously, I'm going to show you a couple more things. If I click here, it's going to show me their name, email, phone number. So sometimes you need to get their phone number. It's right there. If I click here, calculate. This person underneath me has 6380 on the right, nothing on the left, 30 points on the right. It shows me what's going on with Hilo Health CDN. See, I can see everything right here. So this is how you click on your people to see what's going on. If you click here, you can see what's going on. See, this just tells you what's going on in their dual team. Okay, that's how you see what people are doing in their dual team. Now I could click here and see level 2, what they're doing in their dual team, but I can't get their name, their phone number, and their email. The only thing you can get in generations is your frontline people's names, phone numbers, and emails. Okay, so I'm going to close this thing out, you guys. I'm going to do more training. I think maybe what we'll do is make Wednesday be admin training every Wednesday. But I went over Fast Start today. I went over dual team. I went over generations. What I'd like to do to finish up is go through more stuff in the accounting department on how to set people up correctly. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank you guys all for your attention. I did go over a little bit. And have a blessed day, and I guess peace out.